All right, today we are digging into a YouTube niche that I think is a huge opportunity for new creators, especially as we head into 2026. Let's just dive right in.
You know that feeling, right? If you're trying to start on YouTube, you look around and it just feels like everything's already been done. Every good idea seems to be taken.
I mean, you look at gaming or lifestyle or even finance, and it's just so crowded. It's like trying to get your voice heard in a packed stadium. It can feel totally impossible, like you've just missed your chance. But here's the thing. What if there was a giant, high-value audience out there that's desperate for content, and almost nobody is serving them? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down today. Okay, so let's get straight to the numbers, because this is where it gets really wild. We are talking about the English learning niche, and honestly, the scale of this opportunity is just mind-blowing. Yep, you're seeing that right. Over 500 million people. We're talking 500 million English learners on YouTube right now. That is easily one of the biggest audiences on the entire platform. And this is the real kicker. You've got this massive audience of 500 million people, but only about 10,000 channels making content for them. The demand is through the roof, and the supply is tiny. Just to put that in perspective, niches like gaming or finance, they have well over 100,000 channels each. The gap here is just enormous. Okay, so all that demand translates directly into serious money for creators. Because look, having a big audience is great, but having a high-value audience, that's the real game changer. And this is the number you really need to see. $11.88. That's the average RPM. Basically, what YouTube pays you for every 1,000 views. And for an educational niche, that is just exceptionally high. Just look at this chart. It puts everything into perspective. We're talking nearly $12. That's more than double what the average gaming channel makes, and way higher than lifestyle creators. What that really means is you can start earning a real income with way fewer views than you'd need in those other niches. So you might be asking, why is it so high? Well, it's pretty simple. You've got big-name advertisers like Duolingo and Babbel who are desperate to get in front of this audience. These viewers are professionals, they're students, and they're actively looking for a solution to a problem. For advertisers, that is an absolute premium demographic. Okay, but here's the secret sauce. The real win isn't just starting a generic Learn English channel. No, the key is to get super specific. Check these out. These are some powerful sub-niches where the demand is sky high and the competition is almost zero. Think about it. English for nurses, English for software developers, English for entrepreneurs. These aren't just casual learners. These are people with very specific, often high-stakes reasons to learn. Let's make this feel real for a second. Let's talk about someone like Maria. Picture this. She's a fantastic nurse working in Brazil, but she has a really big dream. See, Maria isn't just learning English as a hobby. Her entire career, her dream job in the UK, it all hinges on her passing one specific exam, a medical English test. So when she goes to YouTube, she's not typing in Learn English. She's typing in how to pass the OET nursing exam. It's a totally different search. A generic channel just doesn't cut it for her. It doesn't solve her specific problem. But a channel dedicated to medical English for healthcare professionals, that is exactly what she's looking for. Suddenly, your channel becomes her lifeline, the key to solving a problem that could literally change her life. So, okay, we get who Maria is, but how do you actually make content that helps her and keeps her watching? Let's walk through a proven format that just works. Okay, first thing, forget the boring grammar lessons. The magic is in storytelling. We've seen this format get over 65% audience retention, which, by the way, the YouTube algorithm goes crazy for. It's simple. You tell a compelling story, you pause to explain the key words and phrases from that story, and then you tell it again so it really sinks in. It's an absolute winning formula. And there's real science behind this. This isn't just a gimmick. We know from educational psychology that when you're emotionally engaged in a story, your brain just absorbs language way better than if you were just trying to memorize a list of words. All right, so we've looked at the huge audience, the incredible monetization, and a content strategy that actually works. So let's bring it all together for the final verdict. Is this niche actually worth your time? So we ran this niche through our validation system, scoring it on 5 crucial factors. And the result? A 92 out of 100. That is staggering. The demand is excellent, the competition is low, excellent, monetization potential, excellent, the ability to find a unique angle, off the charts. I mean, it is just about a perfect score.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question, the one you're really here for. Is this a good niche for a brand new YouTuber to jump into in 2026? And based on all the data, the answer is yes. Absolutely 100% yes. In fact, I'd go further. This isn't just a good niche. It might be one of the single best opportunities on all of YouTube for a new creator right now.
So here's the bottom line. Why? First, that gap between the 500 million person audience and the tiny number of creators is one of the biggest we've ever seen. Second, those high RPMs mean you'll start making real money much, much faster. And third, if you get in now, especially in one of those pro sub niches, you can build your authority and become the go-to channel before the space gets crowded. Look, I know picking a niche can feel overwhelming, but starting with an idea that's backed by real data like this is a huge head start. But now, I really want to turn it over to you. What niche are you thinking about? Drop it in the comments below, because I'm going to pick a few to analyze in our next explainer. Let's find these opportunities together.